have decided to join and take this journey with us here at It Works. So I just want to welcome you for definitely taking this faith journey with us. Hopefully by now, everyone has received their email from It Works when you initially started. We're now 2 weeks into the game. So hopefully, I think most of you must have signed up when we had our blast deal for $10. So, so that's cool that you all took advantage of this amazing opportunity and the price. Because when I joined, it was $100 plus. So you were lucky to get that for the $10. But I want to make sure that everybody has received that initial email. And in that email, you should have received like your distributor ID number, which you just need to commit that to memory. That is like the law and the Bible for you. As well as that password that you set up when you set up your account. So if your sponsor set it up for you and you all, didn't discuss it, please get back with them to figure out what that password was that they set up for you. So moving right along, your eSuite, this is what your eSuite looks like, guys. So if you have not logged in, which I'm going to pray that everybody has, this is what it looks like for you. So I'm just going to show you a few things in your eSuite, just do a brief overview of your back office. And again, we refer to this as the eSuite, which is your back office that will manage your entire business for you, okay? And as you continue to grow and you grow your business and you get new loyal customers and your team is growing, more of the things that I'm going to show you tonight will become more relevant, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and log into my eSuite really quickly just to show you the dashboard and things that I want you to be really familiar with. So if you have paper and pencil nearby, all the new DTs, I want you to write these 5 things down because I want you to come back to your eSuite and actually print these things out, okay? So number 1, I want you to, well, let's go through the site. So this is what everybody's site looks the exact same. You will always have your name and your ID number here in the corner. If you need to speak in a different language, you can change it here. So across the top is what we call our dashboard. In your dashboard, you have certain topics here, right? So messages, I rarely use that category here. Commissions is, of course, just what it says. That's where all your commission reports will be. Reports are things, different reports that's going to help you manage your business. That's where those items will be. And one particular report, if everybody could mute their phone, that would be great. All right. So in the report section, again, that is going to be the area that you will find where your loyal customers are and their transactions and their reports and those things, okay? The most important things right now that I want you to be concerned with is document library, auto shipments, and your training academy, okay? In the document library, it's just what it says, and I'm just gonna just briefly open it up for you. But in the document library, you literally can put in any search keyword and things will come up. So the very first thing that I want you to print from the document library is going to be your compensation package, okay? So your compensation package is the very first thing that's going to pop up as soon as it stops swirling here. You'll see it here, your compensation plan. You should be reviewing your compensation plan once or twice a month, just so that you can become more familiar with how you should be running your business and how this business is set up for us to be successful, okay? The compensation also gives you different definitions that I'm going to refer to tonight. So if you haven't opened this up, I highly suggest that you get a 3-ring binder and you print this out. The second thing I want you to print out then is going to be what we call a 100th list. A 100th list basically is a list where you can actually write down all of your leads, their names, their telephone numbers, and their email addresses, and maybe a few key points that will help you remember how you met that lead. So anytime I meet a new lead, I will write those few things down just to help me remember exactly where I met that person and what they might have been interested in, okay? The third thing I want you to print is called a Ruby chart. So I'm just typing these in so I can show you what that means. So charting Ruby, I want you to print a Ruby chart. That's the third thing. The fourth thing you need to print then is what we call a BV and price list. And that's going to be relevant to you because we work on what we call a bonus volume system. And that's going to make more sense in a second here when I go through our steps to success. So the BV price list is also very good for you to have because this is going to show you the retail price, and it's also going to show you the distributor and the loyal customer price. So that's going to be the BV. And then the fifth thing I want you to print out then is the loyal customer forms. Loyal customer forms and distributor forms. And that's important because when you're meeting up with someone and say you sign up a loyal customer face-to-face, you always want to have them sign a loyal customer form, okay? And the reason being, and I'll just share my story really quickly, I was actually charged once for $50 because a loyal customer said they did not agree to it, even though they did, and I had the text messages to prove it. The company or compliance did not take, my text messages. So in other words, they charged me the normal membership fee that is waived for them. I was charged that fee, okay? So I don't want you all to get charged that fee. So make sure you have that sign, okay? If they're signing up online, always have them go to your front office, okay? And let me tell you what I mean by that. The replicated site that you created when you started, when your sponsor signed you up, you should have created like a website that said johndoe.myitworks.com. Have them go to that website and sign up as your loyal customer, okay? Never go through your back office only unless you have a different shipping and billing address. Always have them go through the front office. And the reason why I say that is because corporate sees that as they sign themselves up and then they don't charge you because they had to literally agree to doing the loyal customer program, okay? So just take my lesson from being burned $50 so that you remember you don't want to be charged that $50. And listen, they don't ask you about it. They just take it out of your commissions check. So they politely took it out of my check and it was on my statement, $50 for fee, okay? All right, so, and then the only thing I want to say about the training academy is they have changed this training academy so much so that it should be your Bible. You can go through that, and the videos are like 1 to 2 minutes. They're not very long. It takes about 30 minutes to go through all of the videos that are pertaining to you all. And the way that section is set up is by category. So you all will all be considered newbies. If you're brand new and you just signed up with It Works, you will be a newbie, and it will not allow you to go to another section until you hit that rank. So therefore, they just want you to focus on those particular courses in that section. So you have newbie, you have emerging leaders. So newbie is going to be a distributor and a Ruby. Newbies are distributors. Emerging leaders are going to be your rubies and emeralds. Your leaders are going to be diamonds. And top leaders then are triple and above, okay? So that's why you see that my 3 are highlighted because I've reached the level of diamond level. So the newbie trainings are gonna be totally different from your emerging leaders and your leaders, okay? So make sure you all take a few simple, 30 minutes, or if you have to break your days down, do 2 or 3 videos a day until you completely finish them, okay? Because this is gonna help your business tremendously, all right? So that's pretty much all I want to say. If you've gotten this far into your e-suite, that means you've signed your tax documents. If you have not been able to get into this far, that means you still have not signed your tax documents. And that's like ASAP. You need to put that on your list as number 1 priority to go ahead and do tonight, because it doesn't take any time. Literally, they're just asking you a few questions for you to verify your information. You do that and you're done, okay? Everyone knows that we will get a 1099 form, and from that 1099 form, they do not take taxes out of your money, okay? So you're paid straight up, and you need to be responsible for that portion of your taxes. And just FYI, if you do not make over $600 in a year, you do not have to claim it, okay? All right, Cody, I appreciate those head nods. Now I know somebody's listening to me. All right, guys. So pretty much that's all I'm going to cover in your e-suite. So remember those 5 documents again: compensation plan, the 100 list, your BV and price list, your Ruby chart, and also then your loyal customer and distributor forms. Okay. All right. So now we've covered that portion of it. I'm going to switch gears. I do want to talk about the steps to success really quickly because that is the basis of our business. But I'm going to have you all write this website down. Hold on just a second. Somebody was writing on the board here. Okay, so this is our new website that we've put together. Maybe some of you all have been plugged into the Facebook Newbie to Ruby group. If you have, that's fine to still use that. It's fine to use that, that resource, but the same 10 tasks that are there have now been put in here. And so this is the youngandfree.com. So make sure you write that web page down. I like this because everything is, everything is in one place for you all, okay? So we're just gonna kind of go through these couple of steps really quickly so that we can move forward. So again, your immediate team is called the Young and Free. So again, welcome to the Young and Free team. You have landed in the right place. This team is doing amazing, amazing things, and we are headed to the top. We are claiming a Black Diamond team. My niece is leading this team as a Young and Free, Alina Conley, and she's an Ambassador Diamond. And so we are definitely producing many leaders from the Young and Free. So we're gonna jump right into step 1. And I want you all to remember that if you haven't started sharing your business, we are already 11 days into the month and we are behind if you haven't. So I want you to start tomorrow or tonight when we get off this call, somehow to start sharing your business with other people, okay? That is gonna be so important, and I want to urge you after this call that you really will focus on trying to take the next 2 days to get your first 4 loyal customers, and that is so important. And I just wanna make sure that we understand there's a sense of urgency for that because it has to be done within the first 30 days. And that information needs to always be transferred when you are enrolling new people as well. We have 30 days to accomplish that first goal. All right, so here we go. This is a Ruby chart, guys, and I'm just going through the steps. Step 1, and these are what we call the steps to success. We have 3 steps in the steps to success. So the first step is to make sure you're commission qualified and you join the party. So each of you have already joined the party, meaning you launched your business for the $10 or more. And so you now want to make sure that you are commission qualified. Now, when you signed up, your sponsor may or may not have signed you up for what we call our auto shipment. But your auto, if you haven't, tonight I suggest that you go and set up your auto shipment. Your auto shipment qualifies you for being commission qualified. Okay, guys? You all signed up in June. The first month you are automatically commission qualified, but this month you have to commission qualify through your auto shipment or through your sales, okay? So when we talk about being commission qualified equals paycheck. If you're not commission qualified, there is no paycheck. So I like people to know, put that boldly. Commission qualified, I get paid. If I'm not commission qualified, I do not receive a check, okay? And we want everyone to have a bomb check on August 15th. So your first check will be August 15th, okay? Because most of you signed up at the end of the month. And I'm assuming some of you did not have customers by then. If you were an overachiever and you got some, then you will have a check on July 15th. If you did not get any customers, then you will get paid on August 15th. So we are always paid the month before for the month before the work. So you will be paid August 15th for all of the work we do this month. That's why it's so important for us to go to work, to grind it out for these next 2.5 weeks, okay? So back to being commission qualified, you only, do your $99 one time or your $9, $10 one time, okay? Now we want to work on that 80 BV. So remember when I was telling you about the price list, this is where that BV comes in. It works off a bonus volume, a metric system. So each product has a bonus volume attached to it, okay? And you all will learn this as you go along. I've committed most of these things to memory now. But just for example, wraps are $59. Your bonus volume for a wrap, a pack of 4, is 54 bonus volume, okay? And then say for instance, greens are $33 and they're worth 30 BV. So if you order a box of wraps and a container of greens, you just got yourself qualified, okay? And I'm gonna tell you the importance of that. One, you can't be a wrap girl or a wrap guy or a man dare guy without your wraps, okay? Because people will call you and say, hey, do you have 2 wraps? I don't know how many times I've met people at a gas station and they say, hey, you got some wraps on you? Absolutely. I'm going to meet them for wrap cash, okay? So make sure you always keep an extra box of wraps and then another product, okay? Generally, we like, when you initially start, we like that auto shipment to be products that you are going to use, okay? You say, why, Shaquita? Because the products that you're gonna use are gonna actually help you reach your own health goals, okay? And help you with your own journey. And that's so important in this business because of course, people wanna see what you're doing, how it's working out for you, and what goals you have. But I urge you tonight to know that you are not gonna have your results right now, right? You already know that. So use my story, use Debbie's story, use Stacey's story, whoever your sponsor is, use their story to help you with your loyal customers. We have so many pictures here within the Young and Free. Also, if you go to Pinterest, It Works has a page with corporate approved pictures, okay? Use those pictures. If you are unsure, ask your sponsor about it, okay? A lot of us carry a lot of our pictures in our phone, so it's easily accessible to shoot you a picture really quickly, all right? So that is why you're gonna be a product of your product, and that is the importance of the auto shipment. The other importance of having your auto shipment and getting these first 4 loyal customers is because you all have the opportunity to get a $100 shopping spree. I want each of you to get that. I want you all to receive that because one, it will allow you to buy more products if you were not able to get any products when you signed up as a distributor. 2, it will allow you to get an It Works shirt or a hat or whatever you want to get. And 3, it will allow you to buy business tools. So you have 3 different items or categories that you can buy from for your $100. So I know that everyone on this line tonight can use that $100 in their business some way, shape, form, or fashion to help them excel in this business, guys, okay? So tonight, I want you to start looking for your customers, all right? Don't feel like you have to know everything. That is what your sponsor is here for. I am always available to help you. If you call me, I will leave you my number tonight. But you just call me and ask me if I can help you do a 3-way. Just for your knowledge, my team is welcome to this. I'm doing a virtual party tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. You all are welcome to join me. Ask your sponsor how you can be a part. I usually do what we call a girl chat, but Cody, we can make it a man dare chat. I don't care, okay? I will include you. We can make it as manly as possible. So definitely, and for you, Cody, this is great because we just started the man dare yesterday, right? So you should be working that to your advantage to challenge other men to get their health in order, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna go back. There are 2 ways to be commission qualified. 1 is to do your 80 BV, your auto shipment, or 2, you can have 150 in personal bonus volume. And let me just quickly say, personal PBV means personal bonus volume. That means the loyal customers that you have enrolled personally, okay? So you can meet it 2 ways, those 2 ways. Those are the only 2 ways. I initially start new people off saying, run your auto shipment, get your results, try some of the products, have something for a sample. When you reach a certain level of sales, if you need to, you can turn your auto shipment off for a month, or, you know, vice versa, whatever you need. Run it 1 month, don't run it the next. But initially, you need to start that. The other reason that's so important is because we have double fast start bonuses. So for any distributor on the line tonight, if you've already signed a team member, that's going to be important because that qualifies you for the bonuses, okay? So you want to make sure that the auto shipments are set up, and that when they get their first 2 customers, you get a fast start bonus, okay, as their enroller. And that opportunity is for everybody on the line. When you enroll your first distributor or distributors after that, you will have that same opportunity every time. Fast start bonuses, and I'm stepping into step 2, you all. That's the Wrap Rewards, Fast Start, and the shopping spree. I think I've covered the shopping spree. When you get your first 4 loyal customers, you will get a $100 shopping spree. The Fast Start bonuses are paid weekly, and those are uncapped bonuses, you all. If you get 10 new business partners to join this, say tonight, next Thursday or Friday, you will have $1,000, okay, in Fast Start bonuses if they get their first 2 loyal customers and their auto shipment is set up, okay? So anytime somebody signs up, I go ahead and get them started on their auto shipment to set up. And that doesn't run for until the next month, okay? All right, along with those 4 customers, you get what we call Wrap Rewards, okay? And what that means to you is for every 2 customers you get in the business or you start, you will get a Wrap Reward. A Wrap Reward is a discounted box of wraps. 4 wraps in that box, you get it for $25 versus $59, okay? And that's huge because that's a $75 markup for you if you go and sell all 4 wraps, all right? Versus you buying it for $59 and then you only, you know, make $50 back, okay? So, and that's for the life of your business. So from when you started to infinity of your business, every 2 customers is automatically deposited right into your account. No questions asked, all right? With those Wrap Rewards, you can either get a body wrap or you can get a facial wrap, okay? It's totally up to you, all right? So that's step 2, guys. And then step 3 is we teach you how to go Ruby. And basically what that means is that's the 3rd level in the company. At Ruby level, you can have the potential to make $500 additional dollars, okay? And our business is set up on rubies. Everything is made from a ruby. If you know how to make 1 ruby, you can make another ruby, okay? And 2 rubies make an emerald, all right? Then a ruby and an emerald make a diamond. So you want to make sure that you are fully understanding how to make that ruby. And I want everyone on this line to go ruby, okay? And higher. So you all also have the opportunity to go fast, get in here, get this momentum going. At the diamond level now, you have the opportunity to get a $10,000 bonus, okay? And I want to tell you all, I got that bonus, but mine was 20. All right, woo! All right, and I want y'all to get that too. We actually had double bonuses when I got my diamond bonus. So you all want to make sure that you hit this level. Now you can go fast and hit that in 3 months, or you can go a little slow and hit it in 6. If you go 6 and slow, you can still get $5,000, and that's a huge, huge, bonus in your monthly check, guys. All right, and that bonus is split up throughout, the year, but still, an extra $500-600 a check on top of your commissions is huge. Okay, all right. So when you go Ruby, this is you at the top. You're the leader of that group. You get 3 business partners to partner with you, okay? And one of those business partners gets 2 more business partners. So now you are a team of 6. And that's what it is for Ruby, all right? So we won't spend a lot of time in that, but just know that that's a goal, but the ultimate is to continue to climb the pathway, all right? The next thing is, if you all have not had a launch party, I urge you to get one on the calendar, like ASAP, okay? And the reason for this is not for us to have some big shindig with all this food and all of that. No, it's really to get into your network, put your sponsor in front of them, and help you obtain these new customers and share your business opportunity and your products and your story, okay? If you never have a launch party, it's like, it's just not ever official for you. You know, I felt like the night I had my launch party, it was official that I was now a new business owner, okay? And I want all of you to be empowered with that same thought, like, I can do this, this is so easy. And they have in your eSuite, in your document library, you can pull the party pad, okay? So we have what we call the party pad notes, and you all should print this out because in case your sponsor cannot have a party with you, it is made, you know, it's user friendly. Here it is, party pad notes. Go and print that. They walk you step by step on how to do a party. So literally, you don't need anybody to do a party for you, okay? You can read from the notes and don't feel bad about that. I want everybody to know that. Read from these notes because they give you everything you need to know. All you need to do is flip your screen, okay? You even have a PowerPoint in here that go along with the party pad, okay? So there are new party pads. My party pad is quite different. This was the old school party pad here, but now you all have a flip chart. So it's really nice for you all to use that and take advantage of that, okay? We at It Works want you to be very successful, okay? They have designed this thing to the T that you can be successful if you just show up for your business every day and do a little bit in your business, okay? So with that being said, that's pretty much step one. Get commission qualified, set up your auto shipment tonight, start working on your 4 customers. Have a goal of having your customers by Sunday, guys. Let's finish this week out because then the next 2 weeks, you can just get more and more customers and continue to build that number. Step 2, again, you want to get those wrap rewards. That's tied to your 4 customers, okay? You want to get these fast start bonuses and you want to get your shopping spree so that you can get more products. And then we want you to set yourself up for Ruby. So I don't want any of you tonight to be focused so much on building a team right now. It's really to get your customers so you can get your shopping spree and then we can go back to start building your team. All right, the Young and Free breaks it down for you. I've told you everything about your fast start, but you can go back and quote me in there. Don't forget your eSuite, your computer website is a monthly fee of $20. And I tell people don't stress about that. If you sell 1 wrap a month, you've made your $20 for your eSuite, okay? It is not mandatory to have your computer, but listen, guys, the first thing people are gonna ask you is, do you have a website? All right, that's the first question. The next thing is, if you're not really set up on your computer, you're gonna have to call in the customer service every time to get your customers in. And that's gonna be a pain in your backside, okay? You do not wanna have to sit on the phone to do that. Again, this website will walk you through how to set up your ADBV and what that really means, okay? And then step 2, I want you all to take advantage of this. It's a video. It's called How to Get Your Customers, Your Loyal Customers in 72 Hours by Ashley Hughes. It's a great resource for you to just watch. I think the video is like 20 minutes, but she walks you through several of the top line products and how you can talk about the products, okay? If you all hop on the virtual call tomorrow, that'll give you another opportunity to see how we talk about the product and how we actually do a virtual party. And so parties can be virtual, guys, or they can be live. Do not feel like it has to be in front, but I do like that one-on-one in front contact with people. But if you have people in different states, don't say, Shaquita, I can't have a party because my people live in Ohio. Well, I don't care. They can get on their computer and we can do this thing virtually, okay? Because I want you all to party, party, party. That's what we need to be doing the next 2.5 weeks is having party after party, okay? So check out this video, and you can also look at this My It Works product coach that gives you everything you want to know about our products, as well as in the eSuite that's in your document library as well, okay? Step 3 then now is to enroll these customers and get grinding on your customers, okay? And just really becoming familiar with your website and how you should maneuver through there, all right? We have about 7 minutes on left here. And I want to just briefly hit on how we make our money. And then I want to open it up to questions if someone has questions. So the 5 ways we get paid, guys: wrap cash. So that's having wrap parties, selling your wraps, meeting somebody at the gas station, selling those wraps. That is wrap cash that goes in your pocket. You do not send that back to It Works, okay? That's your money. The second way we get paid is fast start bonuses. I think I've drilled that enough. Fast start bonuses are paid weekly. Those are based upon you training your business partner and helping them get their first 2 customers, all right? Residual income, that's going to be from your team and personal sales. That's our commissions. Then the leadership bonuses, those are going to be generational bonuses that are hit at Emerald and above. And then the promotions that are on the table now, like the $10,000. So when I went Ruby a year and a half ago, it was a $500 bonus I got. When I went Emerald, I got a $2,000 promotional bonus. And then when I went Diamond, it was $20K. I want you all to have those same opportunities. It can be done, okay? And I believe in you all. You all are here for a reason, and we want to make sure that you're very successful at these, okay? Those are the 5 ways that we get paid. So I think just kind of go through and really quickly, I want to make sure also that you have all of these apps downloaded. And then we're going to open the floor up. So GroupMe, I'm not really big on unless your individual sponsor is using that, but you definitely need the Wired app, okay? That's a must-have. That's going to keep you up to date with what is going on the corporate level, you know, events, all of that. So definitely download that. Cody, that's going to be great for the man there if you decide to sign up for one of the stacks because you get privileges, a few extra privileges on the man there, okay? The Wrap app is good because that's how you're going to show people how to download their before and after pictures. And you all have already downloaded Zoom because you're here tonight with me. The It Works app, you can download that one, but I don't use that one as much anymore. I really like the Wire app and then your Wrap app and Zoom because what you get in the It Works app, you can literally get that in your e-suite. All right. So in case you don't want to have too much data, but these 3 are must-have. Okay. We do a lot of our team building things through Zoom. So you'll see a lot of times that's what we're telling you to go to Zoom. All right. One last thing is every Sunday night, we have corporate call at 10 o'clock. All right. You all, that's called our family call. You all should definitely jump on. They only keep us 15 minutes. They give you, it's almost like a family talk where we're talking about what we should be planning for the next week, how we're getting set up for our week, and what your goals should be for the week, okay? And that is held by our CEO, Mark Pentecost, Pam Souter, who is our Chief Networking Officer, and then Mike Patello, okay? So all 3 of them, that's on Sunday. And on Monday night, we have at 9 o'clock is the Show Me the Money call. That is also on the call for you to invite potentials to get on that for business opportunities. It's other successful people in the business give their story, okay? So those are 2 calls. And then, of course, get back with your sponsor on the team calls. And then I'm sure you're getting information through these team chats that we've been chatting through. All right, guys, anybody have any questions? I'm going to take away from this and just get us back into a normal view. If anybody has any pressing questions, definitely let's talk about it. Anybody? You might have to unmute yourself.
Okay, there we go. Hey.
Hey, Christine, how are you?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
It's been a long day. Quick, hold on. Let me step outside. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm trying to catch Chipotle before they close. So anyway, I'll tell you one issue that I've been running into is I guess people feeling that kind of like this is a scheme or it's like a get tight quick situation, you know, like overnight or like a magical pill or a magical wrap or, you know, and I know it's different misconceptions. And I was just curious as far as like, how do you all overcome that? Of course, like I have shared like your story, you know, the story with you personally, Stacia, and from what I do know, you know, like actually having hands-on with individuals who has benefited, you know, from the products, you know, so it's like they trust me, but they don't trust the product, so
I think more importantly, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I would tell people, and I love to tell people, this is not us selling a supplement to get you fine in 10 days. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lifestyle change. So I tell people to always promote that. It works as a
Right.
lifestyle change. It's not something over. Yes, some people can come in this business or use the product in 30 days or 15 days and get phenomenal results, but that's not everybody's case, right? So instead of me
Right.
pushing supplements on people or products, then I'm telling them, hey, I want you to really take a global picture and do a lifestyle change, meaning change your diet, incorporate some exercise, and use the supplements, you know, to jumpstart you and to maintain you. And it's
okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
so
I'm sorry because
I try to tell people that more so, and then it's not. You know, some people want to argue back and forth. I don't take time to argue with people anymore about that. You know, I know my product is a good product. I share, and then if they choose to take a part of it, fine. If they say no, fine too. I'm on to the next person to share. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of have to weed out what's real and what's not, but know that you stand by a good product. The business has been here for 16 years, and we're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? And so that has to stand for something for some people. And another thing, Christine, you know, a lot of people will go in Walmart and buy different things, and I'm always saying, you don't check Walmart, you don't ask Walmart how good their product, you know, so why would you question me, you know?
That's good. That's good. And I'm glad that you brought that point up too, because of course, since I'm incorporating this with my fitness, that's exactly what I've started to tell them. I mean, it is a lifestyle, and it's not an overnight, you know, magical pill or whatever that, you know, they may have a misconception about, but, you know, just trying to get